audience at TREPSEA. I'm Motoko Shimagami. I'm an associate professor, but I'm also involved in several NGOs in Japan. And today's talk is mainly on my action, not my research. But I'm now trying to reflect my action and analyze my action. So I hope today I can get many advice or comments from the floor. Thank you. Today I'm talking about KIKIGAKI. Have you ever heard of KIKIGAKI? Japanese maybe? Yes. How about Indonesia? Okay. Yes. Thank you very much. Yes. Next, please. Because we had a KIKIGAKI workshop here in this ballroom on July 20 and 21st in collaboration with State University of Environental. Thank you very much for your support and collaboration. We had 50 high school students from all over province of Environental and 25 school teachers, and we had our KIKIGAKI workshop here in this room. And next please. KIKIGAKI is literally means, Kiki means listen, and Gaki means writing. So it's very simple. KIKIGAKI is listening and writing. But what is unique in KIKIGAKI? KIKIGAKI is basically means, next please, interviewing a person about his or her work, experiences, life history through one-on-one dialogue, usually. Next please. And that interview is completed in the form of written work, basically only composed of the interviewee's words. So no explanation or no analysis from the interviewers. So only composed of the words of interviewees who were interviewed. And written in the first person style, as if the person who were interviewed were telling the story to the leaders. So the interviewer will become a kind of mediator to link between the interviewees and the leaders. Next please. And adopting this KIKIGAKI approach, one program called KIKIGAKI Hoshin has started 2002. We call it, in this presentation I call it KIKIGAKI program. In this KIKIGAKI program, every year 100 high school students recruited from all over Japan conducted KIKIGAKI. Next please. And 100 students interview with 100 old masters who live in rural areas utilizing surrounding natural resources. For example, doing some slash and burn agriculture and some other many old masters. Next please. And why I'm interested in this KIKIGAKI is in this process, two different generations, or maybe I use the word from Sato Sensei, two different knowledge systems encounters. Next please. Usually high school students are born after 2000 and grown up in the highly developed Japan, and mostly living in urban and modern environments, and obtain information usually from books or internet. So maybe they can get easily information about all the world, but through internet. And also they are trained primarily at schools to learn or memorize explicit, objective, or so-called scientific knowledge per subject, mathematics or science or something like that, or usually for examination to enter the university. And on the other hand, old experienced the age of before the rapid economic growth of Japan. So most of the Japanese society are more agrarian society, and they live in rural areas and obtain knowledge primarily from experiences. So mostly tacit, local, and subjective knowledge, and trained by families or communities or surrounding environments. So two different knowledge systems or the experiences or the generation encounters, what happens? It happens interaction and reflection, reflect themselves. And then through these reflection, sometimes it happens. Next please. Next please. Yeah, next please. Both of them gain the new way of thinking or worldview or insights. And in that sense, I think the KIKIGAKI process contains a very much transdisciplinary and transformative process of learning occurs in the process of KIKIGAKI. In that sense, I'm very interested in this activity. And also, the Japanese society also paid attention to this KIKIGAKI because, next please, through this transformation, some of the students who experienced KIKIGAKI not stop by writing up the works, but started involved in several concrete voluntary actions. Because of those achievements, the KIKIGAKI program gained the Environmental Ministry Award, and also United Nations University thinks this is one of the model of education for sustainable development. Please. So, in this presentation, I would like to talk about what is KIKIGAKI, what is the background and characteristics, and why is it successful? Maybe major outcome, achievements, and lessons learned. Next, please. Yeah. The background. Japan, maybe you all know, Japan is an industrial country, but also countries of forest, consisting of 67% of the total area is forest. And Japanese people, have obtained necessity of life from forest, nature, and nurtured knowledge and culture for generations based on these livelihood. But there are very big changes in terms of population decrease and drastic decrease in agricultural workforce. So since 1960s, there are 14 million people working in the agricultural sector, but at this 2017, only 1.8 billion. And the average age is 66.7 years. It's totally different from the corn farmers in Pengenalan. And as a result, many agricultural land is abandoned, and also that means the agricultural-based or nature-based culture and knowledge are also diminishing. Yeah. In this background, KIKIGAKI program started in 2002, and in this program, 100 students meet with old masters, and program organized by KIKIGAKI committee, consisting of various stakeholders, Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Environment, and several other governmental agencies and NGOs. Next, please. And masters of forest and sea and rivers in Japan. Mostly they are over 60, 70, or 80 years old, and their masters have the skills and knowledge inherited and nurtured from their experiences. And in that context, the school children and high school students meet with old masters. And as I said, there are some interaction and reflection occurs, and new attempts and actions occurs. But only meeting with old masters doesn't occur, will not occur transformative processes. In the KIKIGAKI program, there is several mechanisms to facilitate the transformation of the students. The program framework is very simple. And first, there is an orientation workshop. 100 high school students gathered at Tokyo. In August, maybe at this moment, they are having a workshop in Tokyo. 100 students are gathering right now. And then they're going back to their own area and interview and record all the process of interviews. And what is very important in KIKIGAKI is that they use recorders. So they record all the interviews. And then what is important is they transcribe all the interviews, one by one word. So they have to listen again and again what the old masters told to the students. Sometimes they cannot understand what they talk, but they try to understand again and again. And then they edit, only using the word from old masters. And the completed work is presented, and also they have meet again in March, and they make a presentation, and also they have the reflection. They share the experience and they reflect the experience. This cycle is very important. Yeah, learn skills and encounter, and by transcribing, they internalize and also express, and then they reflect their experiences. Through this reflection, sometimes it facilitates the voluntary action. Next, please. So, in Japan, several alumni already started several voluntary activities, like first step might be they become a facilitator or staff of the KIKIGAKI workshop. And also, they started the community empowerment programs, or they try to do some community business with the local people, and also they try to do some forest restoration activities, and so on and so forth. Because of this achievement, this program is regarded as a successful model of education for sustainable development. And major achievement outcomes and achievement, and one very tangible achievement is every year 100 students write the KIKIGAKI work. That means we have already 17 years. That means 1,700 KIKIGAKI work have already collected all over Japan, and 115 KIKIGAKI works have already digitally archived in the website. So you can click the KIKIGAKI library and you can get all the information about the 500 KIKIGAKI works. And also alumni involved in voluntary activities, and they established NGO itself, Kyozo no Mori Network, and they are the one now who are organizing all these programs. And another achievement is because of these achievements and outcomes, the private companies also interested in funding these activities. One of the biggest funder is Family Mart, and they are providing since 2004 if I'm not mistaken. They are providing 20 million to 30 million yen per year. That's a big amount. But this fund is from a donation, usually put on a family mart. When you pay at the counter, there is a box, and that's called Bridging Dream Donation for next generation. So from that part, big part is donated to this KIKIGAKI program. And also several other companies, Toyota, Fujifilm, and other companies also have supported this KIKIGAKI program. Next. In that sense, KIKIGAKI become a kind of bridge among the stakeholders, like government ministry, many ministries, and also university, high school students, overall masters, and NGOs, private companies, and so on and so forth. But what is interesting is KIKIGAKI program is very simple. Students meet the old master and they write the KIKIGAKI work, that's all. But it accommodates many needs of each stakeholders. Like, for example, Ministry of Agriculture might be more interested in next generation, in increasing the next, empowering the next generation in primary industry, and environmental agency might be forest protection, and for school teachers, character building, and cultural successors, and so forth. So all our needs are very diverse, but can be accommodated in the KIKIGAKI program. Yes, please. In that sense, I think KIKIGAKI program can be a boundary object. Usually, Sakakibara Sensei talking about boundary object. Plastic enough to adopt the local needs, but robust enough to maintain the common identity across science. So KIKIGAKI might become a boundary object to link all the stakeholders. A simple activity, interview, transcript, writing as a core, but accommodates various needs of each party involved. So I think why is it successful? Why the program KIKIGAKI in Japan regarding successful? I think there are several factors. One is program framework is very much with the needs and context of Japanese society at this moment. Like depopulation, aging, and drastic decline of agriculture and forestry and fishery, and disappearance of local tacit knowledge. And on the side of high school students, maybe weakening of the sense to be connected with the real world. And also, KIKIGAKI program facilitates in transdisciplinary, transformative learning and incubate various voluntary action of alumni. So, but in order to incubate various voluntary action of alumni, what is important here is the program develops effective reflection mechanisms, and also program provides opportunities to be involved in voluntary activities. Yes, please. And KIKIGAKI program, as a result, KIKIGAKI program can be said function as boundary objects to link various parties and create collaboration. But in order to program function as voluntary object, very important, what is very important is the core person. Accumulated experiences, networks, and efforts of core person who has transdisciplinary transdisciplinary mind and experiences is very much essential to make boundary objective function and develop. And maybe TREPSEA also, without the presence, without the existence and role of Tokugawa Sensei, might be very difficult to achieve. So we need some core person to taking care of the boundary object to be developed and to be functioned without any effort to link the ministries and to link the private companies. It is very difficult to boundary object function and adaptively developed in the process. In the case of KIKIGAKI, the president of Kyoto Mori Network is Juichi Shibsawa-san. Can be said, he is a doctor in agriculture, but he is also involved in several businesses, and he has a transdisciplinary mind and also experiences. And Yoshino also has the same experience. So in order to program KIKIGAKI become transdisciplinary activities, it needs several points. So, based on the experiences from Japan, and now we are trying to conduct KIKIGAKI activities in Indonesia since 2012. First starts from Bogor, Palu, and Palangkaraya, and this year already Gorontalo. And how is it developing? I will talk in the session 3 after this session. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.